Top Billin.
All right, y'all, let's get it. But before that, I have to tell you, this is not a highlight channel. It's a film study. Stuff will be paused and rewound ad nauseum, and no full plays will be shown. All right. So I've been anxious to get to some Auburn stuff here for the fact that 900 Auburn people been running up on me talking about, so you gotta do Auburn. So I've never done Auburn stuff on the channel here, even though I cover Auburn at a couple of different platforms, but it's always a treat. So here we go. All right, my man Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix should be getting a little bit more publicity than he's getting. I think he's an extremely talented player, and he's coming into an offense to where we've known them to do a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff well right here. So I wanted to see about Bo Nix's athleticism, see if they can do some of the stuff that they used to do while being able to still do a lot of the stuff they did in the past game towards the end of the season with Jarrett Stidham. But we'll see right here. This is going to look almost like a tag power play, right? Tackling guard pull. You have your guard pulling, blocking the end man on the line of scrimmage right here, who'll be rushing upfield, right? And then you have your tackle. He'll be pulling as well. It's more kind of a bluff pull. But what they want to do is kind of like a midline read, semi-midline read. They'll leave this, looks like he's at a 5 technique. Leave him as the unblocked defender they'll be optioning off of. And he's going to shoot the gap, of course, because he's an interior player. And that's what you want to do as an interior player, right? So, but then you'll have tight end here on the line of scrimmage blocking the edge player over here. So it's a pretty good design of play by my man Gus Malzahn. All right, we can see it right here on the pull. Look at that play design right there, right? So when you have stuff like this is very creative. Not many people are doing that. Most people are going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. But look, a man comes screeching down. I look at Bo Nix right here. Bo Nix can run, right? Bo Nix is a really good athlete. I'm not sure if he was labeled as a dual threat or not, but man, you saw countless times in the spring game that, man, he could have took stuff 20, 30 yards with no problem. Some of this stuff was called a little bit like something like this. Like, was he even touched? Look, he's not really even touched, right? And I think they called it down or something like that. But, man, look how much yardage he would have gotten. Not quite Nick Marshall, obviously, but good enough to really keep you honest. All right, I like the improvisation by my man Bo Nix right here. This looks like the H throwback screen. They have different variations that they run this out of Auburn. They have a vast screen game, and it's usually all pretty good right there. Very underrated aspect of their offense. But all right, so you'll have Bo Nix almost like on a sprint out, right? Then he's going to peel back and kind of plant, and the H back is supposed to block and then release, right? But I think he gets caught up in traffic. I think, was this maybe Cam Martin right here? I'm not sure if he missed a block or something like that, but it was kind of all janky. But Bo Nix improvised and made something out of it. All right, we see right here. Yeah, the block by the running back right there was pretty much nothing. So the timing of the screen was off. So if we look at it right here, not a good block. Timing's off right there, rushed it a little bit, and then my man right here did a great job of filling the screen. And you can see the H-back right here, actually. H-back right here, he's in the line of sight right here. So he kind of peels back and takes away that. So that's nothing right there. But then Bo Nix has to get his Shea Patterson on. It reminds me of Shea Patterson a little bit right there. So that's pretty good right there. All right, let's check it out right here. Kind of didn't get a chance to really square his body to try to throw this, but did a great job of really rotating his hips and trying to get something on this. And he still gets it to the H-back. So imagine that. Boom, right there. Improvisation. I like it. All right, so I always thought that the nuances of being able to master them is very underrated in the sport right here. So on this particular play, they draw the defense off sides, right? The offensive line doesn't even move. Only the skill position players are moving. So what you'll have here is, let's diagram it out, pretty much perimeter blocking. But then you have Eli Stove coming here. Eli Stove, what the heck? How the heck old does that make me? Because I feel like I've been talking about Eli Stove for like 8 years. Eli Stove and Marlon Davidson, 2 dudes are probably 30 years old. All right, so he'll be coming on a drag right there. And my man Bo Nix waits to the last moment to really deliver that bad boy, but he throws on the run very well. All right, just enough athleticism to get by the unblocked defender. Running back does a good job of chipping right here. Or actually gets a really good block in. So he finally redeems himself right there, gets a good block in. Look at this, holding it to the last moment. Almost like a no-look pass, too, because he's not really, he knows where he wants to go, so but he's looking it off. Man, you can just tell that he's a coach's son, man. He does the little things correctly. Very Shea Patterson-like. So there you go again, looking at the last moment. He knows that he has a release. Look at that. Look at the subtlety of this bad boy to almost throw like a fall-away jumper just to buy some more time. Look at it. You see the shuffle and then kind of fall back on it. But look at the arm strength. Look at the product placement. Look at that, man. That's a strike and a half right there. Hell of a play. All right, so let's look at his work in the quick game right here. Looks like you have just some clear outs going on from the tight slot in the slot. Then you have my boy right here, my little bro, the next explosive receiver in the SEC. That would be one Matthew Hill. We call him D Hill if you're from Brookwood. D Hill right here. Make sure you look on the playlist and see that old school D Hill video that I did when he was training. My man was the truth, and he's going to be the man. Watch it. Let's go through it right here. Let's look at him on the pool. Let's look at some of the mechanics right here. So what do you notice right on the pool? He's not staring anything down, right? He's manipulating the safeties. What is he, a true freshman? He's a true freshman, early enrollee. He's already manipulating the safeties with his eyes. Look at that. Still manipulating, right? Then he turns and goes with it. So let's look at the mechanic right here. All right, let's look at the spacing. Point and shoot foot here. Look at the anchor foot. Look at that slider shuffle. Just a kind of a slight shuffle off the hitch. Oh, that over the top. Kind of what you call it, what? 3/4, maybe kind of a 3/4 delivery right there. He brings it down. I wonder if he got a little bit of baseball in his background, kind of bringing it down, and then kind of a 3/4 over. Y'all have to let me know right there. I really don't know that much about Bo Nix. Kind of a 3/4, but very accurate. And he has the arm strength and the RPMs to really get it out there. So good job by D Hill right here, coming back to the ball. Good job there, D. And of course, no one man's going to be tackling D Hill like that. So get off him. Brookwood's in the house. All right, let's look at a little bit of the long game right here. Got a 3-man route combination. I believe you're going to have a wheel route right here by the backstack receiver. Going to have, looks to be kind of like a post by the top bunch receiver. Then you got D Hill right here on a streak, right? So I think it's just a blown coverage, but he does a good job of finessing the pass, because I've seen a lot of people, when quarterbacks are wide open, they overthrow them. My man Jared Stidham used to do that a lot, you know what I'm saying? No offense, but he used to do that a lot. And I used to be like, man, dang. All right. See right here on the pull, front facing play action fake. Crossover steps, nice. Look at that. Spacing right there, hitch. Be up on your toes. I like it right there. This is a good way to be able to bolt the pocket if necessary, but he always keeps his eyes downfield. The guy's just a playmaker, right? He's like a point guard out there. I love it. But right there, slide. Throw that bad boy. Look, he finessed it. He finessed it. Got to see what the throwing style is like. I got to see it from a few more angles, but man, he does a great job of finessing the ball. He's one of those guys, kind of like a Drew Brees, where he doesn't have to put a lot on it to get a lot on it. And it's a great trajectory right there. And boom, D Hill, my dude. There you go. Man, I might have to get a copyright strike messing with D Hill. Let him go all the way, baby. There we go. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. Brookwood's in the house. All right, same play right here, but high end zone view, so we'll be able to look at the mechanics and the throwing motion from the backside. All right, step in, not overstriding. I like that. Not overstriding. But look at the arm sliding. You guys tell me what you think right here. Just kind of a 3/4 over the top. What do you think? Let me know. But it was a good pass, nevertheless. All right, last one right here. Hashtag real men watch to the end. Hashtag real football heads. All right, so you're going to have, looks pretty much like a slot cell route by the inside receiver right here. I want you to look at Bo Nix on this one right here. He does a great job of I don't know. It's like he's like finessing the ball. He throws a very catchable ball. I don't know if he felt the pressure barreling down on him right here. A lineman or a linebacker starting to uncover right there, but he doesn't necessarily step into this bad boy. And look at the high release point. It's like way up there. So you know you're going to get a crazy trajectory on this bad boy. But man, if you give somebody like this cat right here, number 18, Seth Williams, oh, come on, man. This kid is going to be an absolute star too. Him and D Hill on the same team with Anthony Schwartz. Nasty, man. Even a host of some other, man. They had some really good receivers. They usually have good receivers at Auburn, though. But there you have it. But, man, I like what I see from Bo Nix. First word that comes to mind is playmaker. I can see him doing a lot of things. I don't want to sell my man Joey Gatewood short, though. I think you can do a lot of things with Joey Gatewood. I'm not even really ready to say that Bo Nix just straight out crushed him either. I think Joey Gatewood did some good things in the spring game. Maybe I'll come back and do that as well. But I really do like what I see from Bo Nix. I think his ceiling is extremely high, and his floor, man, it's, I don't know. This might be one of the guys you're not talking about. Then by the end, you're like, damn, how come we weren't really talking about this kid? You know, he just seems like almost like a can't miss type cat. You know, I don't think like he has a chance to be extremely good, but I just don't think he'll be bad. Like, for real. So it's the whole ceiling and floor thing. But there you have it. Finally, I'm a man of my word. I told you before, as the people asked me to do Bo Nix, I said I would do it, and I did it. So like I said before, man, who's that? Abe Lincoln. I can never tell a lie. I'm a man of my word. Word is bond. I ain't like some of these lame ass people in the comment section be saying they're gonna do something and they don't do it, but not me. So real football heads, holla at your boy. This is the Underground King, Murph Baldwin, and you've been watching Top Billin Sports. Peace.